Previously on Unranked. A Donkey Kong Country style game that you control with the bongos. But it's
No way.
Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Yeah.
All right, I have mine.
Sorry. Trying to think of something.
He's thinking hard, Tom.
I don't know why he's really my life.
He doesn't know what the
depends.
game is. He doesn't even know what this game is.
Right. Look at him. He's fucking. It's like we just asked him to do some fucking calculus. All right, I'm ready. Are you fucking ready to
No,
score
hold
a
on.
game that you've never fucking played?
Well, I was trying to do something clever. This is really stupid.
I want to see. I hope there's a
That
drawing
was
of
your
bongos
first
here.
mistake.
I hope
that
there's
was your fucking
bongos.
first mistake. What does that say? S plus have
No.
minus
Seven.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it actually says Seven. Because he only took away the H and not the A. So it says S plus heaven minus H. So
Seven.
It's Seven.
Oh God.
Hello and welcome to the 517th episode of the Unranked podcast. This is Christian Humes here with Alex Tuna Marinello and Tom Caswell.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
We're going to do
evening.
things a bit out of order today, but I feel like should just still start with the Pokemon. Yes?
Yes, let's start. I'm trying to connect my fucking Switch to Wi-Fi. So let's
Oh
start with
my
the Pokes.
God.
Oh,
I don't know why it's not. I
doggy.
don't know why it's not connecting.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna
Wait,
need
have
one
you
of
never connected to this Switch to Wi-Fi?
No, I have. I don't know why.
So what's the problem?
It's been in my dock, which is hardwired, and
Yeah.
I pulled it out, and it's just like.
So that's
not
what I'm saying,
connecting
like,
to my old Wi. It's just not
since you-
connecting to my old Wi-Fi.
In the new house, right? In the new
Yeah.
house, it
Oh
hasn't.
yeah. No, it has. Yeah, it has.
Oh,
It has it as a saved network, and when I go in to join, it's just like.
I guess
failed.
maybe remove it from the network and then
That's
just
what
add
I'm
the
doing.
network again.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing, so it's going to take me a couple of minutes.
All right.
Couple
Well,
minutes?
a couple of minutes, perfect amount of time to talk about the 517th Pokemon. Tuna, how are you going to say this one's name?
The problem is that I usually use my phone, but my phone is incapacitated.
Yeah.
So
that's how you do that?
well, I can't access it on my computer. The website's
Oh,
blocked.
right.
So
This is porn.
yeah. So take it away, one of you.
It's Munna.
What's the 517?
517, the Dream Eater Pokemon. Definitely looks kind of like an amoeba or maybe like an elephant or maybe one of those little water bears. This is a psychic Pokemon, the Dream Eater Pokemon, something we've heard about other Pokemon like Hypno. So it's got purple and pink flowers on it and prints, a sort of red jewel eye, and kind of like a whole little bump on the top of its head, like a little hole. Munna is a pink spherical quadrupedal Pokemon. It's one of, you know what it is? This might be the bubblegum Pokemon of this gen. You know how there are, like every generation has like the sort of like pink amorphous, you know, you've got your Dittos, sort of a Pokemon, your Clefairies. This is the fairy type Pokemon. Oh, sorry, this psychic, but it looks like a fairy type. You would think at first glance, I think if you looked at this, like, oh, this is like a Clefable sort of a thing. But design-wise, I think this is the bubblegum Pokemon of this generation. It can shoot mist out of its head, dream mist, put you to sleep, knock you out, give you dreams, maybe nightmares. I'll take over talking about more if Tom wants to. Oh, Tom's doing. I'm doing all of it, I guess.
No, I'm good. I got it. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah. With trivia and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Name origin Mew. Nah. Maybe a
Yeah,
combination.
maybe it's Munna. Yeah.
Of Moo. No, it is Moo because that's how you pronounce Mu. And then Luna, Latin for moon. And sorry, Mew is dream in Japanese. It may also involve mana, Hana, which is Japanese for flower, and Munna, Finnish for egg.
Okay. So it could be
Or-
Munna in English.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's probably Munna.
Or Munya Munya, Japanese onomatopoeia for indistinct mumbling as if talking in one's sleep.
Never heard that before.
Munya.
I guess we kind of have that onomatopoeia, right? Because like, what would you would write they mumbled. You wouldn't go no in like a book if you wrote it. Whereas I guess they have a thing they would write specifically.
Yeah. Munya.
But we do it verbally. Everyone knows like what the universal. Yeah, that's true. That's
Z's.
true.
My boy Z's.
Wait, aren't Z's usually a denotion of like snoring though?
I thought Z's were just sleeping.
Z's is sleeping. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, catching some Z's.
Okay.
Yeah, it is interesting that that's the sound that we chose.
This Pokemon appears to be based apparently on a traditional Japanese incense burner called Koro, which if you look at it, I can see the influence. Kind of. There actually are a lot of different designs from all over the world. So specifically looking at the Japanese one, makes it a little harder, but I do see it in some of these. Used in traditional tea ceremonies, many styles of Koro are being used with insect repellent incense. Okay. I don't think it's super effective against bug type though, which would be cool. This will later evolve with a Moonstone, but we're going to talk about that Pokemon next week. Very quickly taking a look at the shiny here, and this is one of those weird times where they were like, we're going to go crazy with the colors. We're not going to do a very slight change. It's hideous though. It's a hideous combination of colors. It's got a lighter pink in the center of the flower, green for the leaves, and yellow for the body, which are not at all psychic. It's a very strange print sort of color that they picked there. And as far as the Pokedex says, this Pokemon appears before people and Pokemon who are having nightmares and eat those dreams. This is a Pokemon who is better on paper than
way
in design,
better on paper,
right?
Way better on paper.
Yeah, I think it's the design. Its evolution, I'm sort of split on because it actually is like it's one of those rare Pokemon games where you're like getting a psychic type like early in the game,
sure,
which is like pretty cool. And it's like sort of neat, like when it evolves. But man, its pre-evolution is like maybe one of the ugliest Pokemon in this generation, if not the ugliest. I think it's pretty hideous. I'm happy to put it at number 23.
Works for me.
Dude, what are you looking at?
Myself.
Alex is in.
It's the bottom for me. The very bottom.
Okay, that's for all of us then.
I hate it.
Boom. Alex looks like he's in like one of the like Sin City movies, like The Spirit or something.
Yeah.
It's so high contrast.
Yeah.
What happened with those? They done with those?
They're done.
What do you mean?
I haven't seen those in a long time. Do you think they held up? I remember visually they were awesome.
They haven't done anything, I think, since like that film.
They only did the two, right?
They only made two.
Yeah.
What was it? What was the
Sin City? Yeah.
They made two Sin Cities and they did The Spirit, which I
don't. That was it.
I have no idea if that's even connected. And that was it. And that was like 20 fucking years ago now. So
I thought The Spirit was connected, but like same
never
universe maybe, but not.
I've only ever seen the original Sin City.
I remember enjoying it from a visual perspective. I think it was mostly I liked there was a lot of action. It was cool. I haven't seen those movies since I think I saw them in theaters though, is the thing. So I don't know. I wonder how well those visuals held up over time. I don't know how much of it was practical, so it might be awesome. Might look like shit. All right, Alex, tell us what's going on.
So we have a challenge today. We're doing a live show challenge, and it is going to be Trampoline in Mario Party Jamboree, Endless Mode. Last person to die takes it. We're going to do it right now.
I love that.
Strap in.
Strap
Thoughts before we
in.
play? Who's playing as who? Who's your avatar gonna be? Who you gonna be?
I'm gonna be Yosh, Big Yosh.
Okay, yeah, just regular.
Am I in here with you? No.
I'm trying to get you guys in here. I've invited you guys like twice.
I accepted it. It didn't work. Just go to join a room, Tom, and then you'll find his room, and then you can join it there.
Password is 111111.
But what if other people want to join?
All right, join right now.
Yeah,
you
join.
have a minute.
Join in. If you lose, you have to come on and do a presentation.
Yeah,
Right.
that won't be problematic at all.
That won't be problematic. Unlike the movie TipToes.
Did Brooke watch it with you?
Brooke, no, Brooke is away.
Shame. I wish you had actually told me when you watched it. I would have got on a Zoom call with you and watched it with you.
It needed to be a solitary experience.
So
Tom, let's go.
I obviously, Alex, with this challenge, hadn't played it last week because I brought up specifically
how do I join a room?
You press the online button on the top, and then it'll load Tuna's room there as an option to join.
Am I going into the hot air balloon?
Oh, did you accept his invite?
Where do I see that?
You go to your profile.
Online, I see. Hang on.
Yeah.
I hate when they don't say the button letter and they're just like left button. All right.
What? That's so much better than the button letter.
It just makes me. I think of it as left on the D-pad, but them telling me
why. Okay. I see what you're saying. I like when they have that because every game has a fucking X in it. Like the Xbox has an X, the PlayStation has an X, and the Switch has an X, and they're all in a different spot.
Okay, so Chris, you were saying something about you didn't want to play this.
So I obviously hadn't played it last week because I brought up. I was like, I can't believe you're doing just the same challenge that we already did in Mario Party, just a different version. It's very different, which you hadn't really said. It's a very, very different challenge. This isn't a jumping timing challenge.
What do you want me? You want me to like spell it out for you people?
Yeah, I mean, I would describe what the challenge is.
I said what it was. It was trampoline.
No one knows what that is. Tom's muted.
Tom's muted, and you're still not in here. It's pissing me off now.
It says preparing for the party, 3 out of 4.
Okay, let's see if you.
I see Tom in here as well.
Bottom. Yeah, we're in. It's loading now.
I saw your whatever.
Welcome to Minigame Bay. Why don't you come?
I mean, honestly, this is pretty good. I like having this in this bottom corner screen.
I'm here.
Oh, right, because of the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, you guys ready?
How do I know which controller I am?
What do you mean?
Which one are you using?
Does it matter?
No.
Which one are you using? You're the controller you're using.
Well,
wait, who are you, Tom?
Your character. I'm
Bowser Jr. Tom, who are you?
Toad.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck!
Is it just the one? Sorry, how many are we doing?
That's it.
That's it, buddy.
That's it.
That's it.
Oh, God damn it.
Tom's out first. I was out second. I was out third. Alex survived.
What's funny is that this lasted enough time that we could just...
It didn't need to be on this mode.
No. Not only that, but I was able to record the 30-second video on
the whole thing.
Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yeah. I
hit great. There you go. Look at that.
All right. Can I leave the call with my phone?
Yes.
All right.
I think, Alex, we should start to change up the punishments from time to time. Give him a break from doing a presentation or.
No, I agree.
But you got to come up with something else then.
Yeah. Are you keeping? Do you have our scores like in a spreadsheet? Because we're getting like 3, 2, 1. Like, what's going on here?
I have them across a couple different notes by accident. I did think about that today. Earlier today, I was like, oh, I should go add this up. I feel like Alex is going to ask because it's been a while.
I'm definitely asking, baby.
Yeah, I'll do it for the next episode. I'll go back through them. I'll make sure I don't miss any. I mean, there aren't that many. We only started again in July, August, so there aren't that many. It's like
I know,
2 a month.
but but you got to do the 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'll just go through them. It's fine. I have in the show notes for every episode what the challenge is and when it was done. So if I'm missing any, it's very easy for me to find what it was. That's fine. I will check that. I know you're winning.
Oh, I'm definitely winning.
I know you're winning.
There's no.
We didn't set an end date. We actually should have
on who's losing.
We need to figure out what we're doing with this, like when the season ends. So like there's like an end of like point allocation. I was starting to think also we could instead come up with sort of like an incentive thing instead of this being a season that ends. What if we build like a wheel that if you get to a certain amount of points, you get to spin the wheel, or we could have like a store where if you get a certain amount of points, you can get something from the store.
What is this? What are we on?
The
like
store
an
can
adventure?
have different like punishments or
You know what is so funny is everything Chris does eventually gets designed into a game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The point scoring has to be a game as well.
Right.
There'll be a shop and he's gonna he's gonna mail us things from Amazon. We're gonna get props.
I mean, Tom, this is exactly what
it is such a fucking crying shame that G4 is no longer a thing, because you working on that show was like the perfect job for you. It was crazy.
Yeah, it is a shame.
Oh,
it's right. We're gonna get outranked going, Tom. We're gonna get outranked.
Oh my god! I tell you what, we do a better job with the Mr. Beast. I'll tell you that.
No, I'm telling you, we're gonna do. I was talking to Alex about it. It's part of why I want to get his background to look nice, right? Like we got to get rid of this fake blur behind him. I got to get him. Get him one of these colored lights.
iPhone, clearly, that's way better than this thing. Yeah. Do you have what's your previous iPhone that you still own?
I don't have a previous iPhone that I still own.
Then the problem becomes the mic. Can he plug that mic into the phone with a USB-C adapter?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Well, he could use his iPhone as a
all right, let's
camera for his computer.
Yeah, let's keep going here. Let's continue.
No, he can't because he doesn't have a Mac.
Yeah, I'm a computer
there's
buddy.
software on PC. I don't know if he would.
I can't install software.
Then fuck me then.
Yeah.
No, but Tom, if he can use the phone as.
He could use the phone as he could call in from the phone, and he could plug that microphone into it. Yes. Oh,
we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll try it. I'll try it on my end. I'll try it on my end.
As long as you power it.
Maybe there's a way.
What's up? Yeah, what's up?
What's up? What's going on?
What's going on? What's been
going on?
What's been going on?
Oh wait, Tom, do you have our challenge?
I don't have the next challenge.
Okay.
I will message.
Okay. That's fine.
I know what we're gonna play.
Yeah.
I'm picking something from NES World Championship.
Oh
okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Tom's setting a real challenge for himself then. Don't just phone this in and make us do a lot of work.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Look at his face.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Wouldn't dream of it. I prepped for this week. I'm pissed that I fucking got out first. But I didn't.
I was just trying to crowd Tuna.
It changes it up when the other players are people.
It does. It does. You guys play very different than the CPUs, even on Master.
Does.
Yeah, it changes it. The Master one, I was like, oh, I got this in the bag.
I was also annoyed about Bowser being the CPU there, because Bowser is fucking huge.
Well,
I wondered if it would be beneficial to be smaller or bigger.
Yeah.
So I just went with Toad because my instinct was telling me you can get.
Yeah, you don't have.
Oh, okay. That was not a random pick. That was a real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't think you weren't considering size?
No, I just picked Yoshi because I like Yoshi.
Yoshi gets it done. That's what they say.
Alex has always picked Yoshi forever, for everything.
Yeah.
Basically since Mario Kart 64.
Birdo or Roy, if we're playing.
So Pink
Mario
Yoshi.
Yeah, Pink Yoshi. Yeah.
Pink
Who's
Yoshi.
in the new movie?
That Mario Galaxy trailer. Yeah.
I just saw clips, but I saw Birdo. I was like, oh,
Dude, it's pretty cool. I mean, it looks
good.
just like the first movie, which is like, I don't know. I wish they would like tone down a little bit of like the Illumination humor and just like try and put like a little bit more, like if they could just add like 10% more earnestness to the story, just
Yeah.
like just a little bit.
The problem is this movie really has to be it has to like also be for babies.
Yeah, but that's
You
the
know?
problem. It doesn't need to be for babies. It could be for kids. But you're right. This one has to also be for babies. That's
This
the
one is
problem.
like like if it
Wait,
has
why
to
does it have to be for babies?
because it's like the Minions movies, for example. Like this is the one of the most popular IPs on the planet. They have to make a movie that you can put the absolute youngest you would make a kid watch a movie.
This is also a big reason why
their
they're
first
doing the
movie
movies.
is a lot of kids' first movies is going to be the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yep.
That's why.
It's just like I don't need the 80s music montages. You know, like I want more of the music from the game. Like the games have incredible music.
Sure.
You know, like there's certain things that I felt like were in the first one that I was like, if I compare it to say like a Sonic or even a Detective Pikachu, and I understand those are both live action mixed with animated characters. So like that might be inherently why they're toned down. And if they were fully animated, they'd probably be a lot more wild. But like the Mario movie feels so jokey the whole time that I'm like, oh, it was good, but there was nothing like it wasn't great.
My favorite bit from the movie is the bit with the kit when they're trying to fix the kitchen, and I kind of never laughed.
Yes,
really.
The
I
bathroom,
enjoyed it.
like the sink.
Yeah, and the dog in the shower. Yeah. That was the funniest moment. And then I just remember through the whole movie, I was like, oh, it's been a minute since I've like had an actual like.
In fact, I really liked all the stuff like when he was having dinner with his family, like the Mario family. That was really good.
Oh yeah, yep.
Basically everything before. Not to say, by the way,
in the Mario Land.
The first time we watched it, and maybe even the second time we watched it, I was like, this is great. Because it was just like, we've never gotten a visual feast of Mario stuff like that, right? Like, all the Nintendo games we play, they're always, you know, like visually as good as they are. Like, the art always looks great. But we've never had high fidelity Mario, high fidelity, like, Mushroom Kingdom.
Animation. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I like the movie. I think it's, I think the fucking Mario Kart section with Rainbow Road
that was
is
very
like
good.
Awesome. Like
very
what a
good.
great Conga Kingdom, like good.
I'm just not like excited to rewatch it. Is like the thing.
Well,
you know what I mean? Like I'm not.
But it feels like the Sonic movies in that way. Me and Tuna, Sonic 4 is going to come out. They got Jim Carrey back. He's back. He's never retiring.
Wait, Sonic 4 is going to come out?
Another Sonic.
No.
Yeah. Those movies make
way too popular.
I know, but it's not like it's not like a straight to DVD, straight to streaming movie. This is going to be released in the theater.
There's a Sonic Verse. There was a Knuckles TV show.
Alex, with the way films are going, if your movie is making a lot of money, you're going to get more of them until they're not.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then the downward fall is also elongated as well.
Yes.
Like they're still making MCU movies and they make not nearly as much money as they used to.
No. No.
But they're still making them.
I'm excited for it. I will say, like, I was pumped to see how much shit was in those trailers. Like, obviously we got Yoshi, we got Birdo, but there were characters from like Super Mario 2. There were characters which I never thought we would see. It'd be sick if Wart was in there. There was the dinosaur from Mario Odyssey. There's stuff from Galaxy. We obviously know there's like Sunshine Bowser Jr. Pretty like all over the place for this one, which makes me wonder, like, what do you do for the next one? You know, because we went right to Galaxy. They didn't do World. They just, you know, so it's like, my theory is the next one is the same title as the next game, Super Mario Universe. And the next Mario, the characters look more like movie versions of the characters.
The releases and the games. Like, that's the long play, is like, by the time the third one comes out, it will actually be time for a 3D Mario game to finally come out. And then it will be like, Here's the thing. We're releasing the game and the movie at the same time.
Dude, and we're getting that Zelda movie soon too. Are we not gonna have it? Like, it's weird to me that, I mean, I understand because it's Nintendo, right? They don't put out extraneous amounts of Mario. Like, you're lucky if you get more than one. You don't usually get more than one Mario like 3D platformer. Like, that doesn't really happen. It was just with the 2 Mario Galaxies, right? Like, if you count the Super Mario 3D World that was on like the Wii U and as one, like with Galaxy 2, like that's it.
Right.
Like, that's the only time that that's happening. Otherwise, it's like you only got one per console. But like most video game companies, I think, if you have like a tentpole film releasing for your movie, you'd be probably like, hey, shouldn't we have a game coming out this year too?
It's so funny because I was recently thinking about because I was developing an idea because it's the 25th anniversary of the Lord of the Rings games. I was gonna do a video that was like about the movie tie-in games.
God, I wish they would just re-release those.
Which I have very fond memories of, and it's just funny that used to be the model. You released a movie that was a game that was coming out, and it was just an added bonus, and it didn't cost them very much to make, and like that whole business.
Which is why a lot of them were bad.
Fucking gone. Yeah, a lot of 1000%. But
that Spider-Man 2 video game though was pretty good.
There are quite a lot of exceptions to that rule. The Lord of the Rings ones being a part of that. Yes. They also did like Lord of the Rings spin-off. There was additional story stuff that like they set like the Third Age is like set in the Jackson filmverse, and there's some good shit.
There's a pretty good Phantom Menace game that was also available. I don't remember if they did more in that style.
Star Wars? Dude, yeah. Return of the Jedi had an excellent tie-in.
The side-scroller?
No, there was a 3D action Return of the Jedi game.
Are you sure?
Sorry. Revenge of the Sith. Sorry, Revenge.
There was a 3D Revenge of the Sith. Was it like the isometric style, like the?
No, as far as I remember, it was
totally
3D.
This feels like BS.
Revenge of the Sith, not Return of the Jedi. I keep saying Revenge of the Sith game.
This looks okay. It does look more 3D than I remember the.
Yeah, it's a full.
I think this is similar to the style that the Phantom Menace was, because it was 3D isometric a lot, and I do see some shots here like that. So I think the camera angle may have changed.
Oh, like it was just a static angle.
Yeah, I think these might be static angle cameras. Because if you look too, like you see how the camera's like kind of all over the place in different shots. It's like on the side in one, and then it's.
Sure.
I never played that. I actually really liked the one at the time when I played it. I played it on like PC or something though. I mean, it was a long time ago.
I played
Galaxy Far Away
on PC. Yeah.
Interesting. I kind of want to play these now. I wonder if they've re-released any of these anywhere. They've done a lot of LucasArts re-releases. I'll look into it.
What have we been playing? What have we been doing?
Are we going to talk about Highborn?
Oh, we should talk about
or more like Highboard.
It's Highguard.
Am I right?
Yeah,
oh, right. Highguard.
All right, so let's get into it. So I haven't really played anything but this game, and that's saying a lot. We didn't do any golf. We didn't do anything else.
That's because we did Highguard.
We did Highguard.
We golfing tomorrow?
Highguard, baby.
We can golf tomorrow.
All right.
But okay, Highguard. Tom, you want to take it away? Favorite game of the year?
No, it's not my favorite game of the year. I've played enough because I was capturing for work. I played about 20 matches. And so I've gotten a feel for the characters. I kind of understand the base layouts now, which really helps. There's just a bit of getting used to it. It also helps with the time and doing additional things, like you're actually able to create the fun moments more often. So that's definitely helped, because like it definitely felt long stretches for me between high points. Basically, the thrust of this game is you're attacking each other's bases. You have to wait. It's a first-person shooter. You can ride a horse or a bear or a panther, and you have to wait for this magical sword to appear on the map. The two teams fight over it. One team takes the sword to the enemy team's base where they can break the shield open, and then you have to destroy generators in the base. Or there's a single thing called the Anchor Stone, which if you destroy that, it's game over. But it kind of happens in rounds, because if you don't destroy both of the generators within a time limit, like, and one generator is still standing, it just like resets. So sometimes there's multiple rounds, sometimes it goes very quickly. But I know that it's definitely a problem you guys felt, and I definitely think it's a problem. The world feels very empty for how big it is, and it's just going for like half of the game to go get fucking loot. And they should put some fucking enemies in there, and killing them drops the loot, make it a bit more active, because the whole like that cycle just really blows. But the raiding is fun, and it can get the blood pumping a little bit sometimes.
A little bit sometimes. I feel like that's not what I want from a game.
A little bit sometimes.
A little bit sometimes is not what I want from a game.
That's the back of the box quote.
Yeah.
I guess the pumping a little bit
sometimes. Yeah, I mean, the other thing too, I really don't like the scoring at all. I think you each start with 100 points, and you get like 35 points for doing a generator, but like if no one can get the shield breaker to a base, there's like an overtime thing, and it's like, okay, we'll give you all right, the game's almost like, all right, fine, you didn't make it, all right, we'll give you 30 points for getting the shield breaker out. And then if there's 5 points left, like, fuck the generators, if you could just get the shield come on, buddy, just get the shield breaker in the shield at the other base. If you could do that, we'll give you 5 points, and you can win just based on that. I mean, it's and the guns are like fine. You have one machine gun, one assault rifle, one shotgun that just deals more power the better, loot version of it that you get, like legendary, epic, standard, whatever. I don't know. Besides riding the horse, which actually does work and seems really cool to ride the horse in first person, game sucks
until you start shooting on the horse, and then like the way you like can't, like, it locks you like while you're like moving and shooting is stupid.
Yep.
It feels better than
like they did
a
better job
done.
with Epona in Breath of the Wild shooting arrows, the way like Epona won't crash into a wall.
I'm sorry, what are you saying?
Am I making something up? In
Breath of the Wild, you are. Unless I have been wrong for 30 years of my life. I'm sorry, 30. Yeah. For 30 years of my life.
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah. Well, don't say it, Tom.
It's so
Not
funny
yet.
Because you don't realize it's so funny. This is so funny. Keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, am I misremembering? Because I remember this from like the first time they showed off Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Miyamoto was like showing the game off and was like, you've got the horse, you get on the horse, and when you're riding it and you're aiming at someone, the horse is going to run through the trees. You're not going to fucking hit into any of the trees.
Right. And what was the name of that horse?
Epona. I don't understand what's happening. Is that not how you say it?
There is no way on planet's God Green Earth that Chris thinks it's Epona, Tuna thinks it's Epona, and you've never had this conversation before. There's no way. There's no way you guys haven't discussed the name of this horse if Chris pronounces it Epona.
I have called it Epona my whole life.
Look, it's like epilogue, right? It's not.
No, I don't think it is.
It's epilogue.
And I'm saying Epona. I'm saying I got the in there.
It's Epona.
You're giving it enna, like an enema. No. No. We're doing some revisionist history right now. There's some like, all right, well, let's move on.
Anyway,
we'll let the people write in and let them let them.
Let us know.
Epona.
Let us know. This is going in the greatest moments of
Epona. You're adding like it's like empanadas.
Empanadas. Anyway, shooting on the horse. Yes, I will agree. That doesn't feel great. That being said, I think that I don't remember.
Can I just say one thing?
Lock on while you're on the horse.
No, but also with the horse just feels very like one dimensional in the sense that like I can't like slow her down. Like I can pull back a little bit, but like sometimes the horse just, I don't know, like just
it doesn't
runs straight
well.
into the wall.
It looks cool.
Yeah,
it's
also just the continuous forward momentum too.
It's just continue. Yeah, it's
just
not great.
It's just to get you quicker to the next place.
But the idea of riding horses and bears and shit, it's so much cooler than like we've just been riding the same like sci-fi fucking bikes and everything now for so fucking long, or like warthog, like that. I was like, oh, this feels cool and different and interesting.
Yeah, I like its overall. I like its kind of combination of
I'm gonna be honest, I'm ready to give it one last try.
Yeah, I want to give it
pretty out on it because how I sort of feel about it is the time to kill is far too quick for the size of the map and the size of the teams. And I'm spending more time doing things I don't like to do or find interesting than anything else.
Yes.
Like the way the loot system works isn't good. The way the upgrade system works is like boring.
Really
go
boring.
Reinforce your walls. You reinforce like
the whole reinforce the walls at the beginning.
Just
I'm not going to spend time
walls reinforced.
Right, I'm not going to spend time doing a stupid melee move that I have to time correctly to do it fast enough to gather resources to go reinforce walls.
I'm not
or buy like get out of here. It's really stupid.
And the worst
whole
part
thing
is
stupid.
It's made me realize what a great concept there was here at some point or another, right? Someone was like, we're going to make a siege warfare castle game where you're going to have to like defend your castle. And people are going to try and use like, siege war machines and take them down. I'm like, that's fucking cool. Give me that game. Not this game where like you get the fucking sword from He-Man and then it spawns a vehicle that's the cool siege war machine, but all it does is break down a shield. And like you can reinforce.
Why am I even getting shield breaker? Why can't we just like take down the shields by ourselves? I don't know. Like it just doesn't seem.
Because there's I will say, like the more that people have played, I've gotten into more fights over the shield breaker.
But but who cares?
The most fun we had was like when we did defend the castle because we were actually like doing stuff.
Yeah, like do that game. Do like we as on defense, we pick a castle.
Yeah.
You guys try to raid it. And that's it. And then we switch sides.
Yeah.
You pick a different castle.
Yeah. I agree. I sort of get like it is
medieval Rainbow Six Siege.
It's but it's not Rainbow Six Siege because it's not.
No, that's what he's pitching. That's what he's pitching.
But all this is, in all honesty, is Halo one bomb. Like assault, and the bomb is in the middle.
Yeah,
the bomb is in the middle. Whoever grabs the bomb and brings it to the other base.
You could do it both ways. It doesn't have to be asymmetric. They could do. We both have castles. Either way, like the coolest ideas in this are the like most automated, boring part of the game.
Also, I feel like it shouldn't even be 3-on-3. It feels like it should be like I don't know, like 8-on-8 or something.
Absolutely be bigger.
Like 8-on-8 or something. Yeah. Like what's the point of this big siege tower? There's only 3 of us.
They have also said they are going to release some. So like they want to do like a racing mode. They want to do horse racing. Like
dude, but
with the horse.
I don't know who their investors are, but I'll tell you right now, if they need profit for Runway, they're closing up shop because
1000%.
This game is. I looked at those Steam charts. It's not doing well.
It's like at like 6K or something.
It's not doing well, man.
Yeah.
And like I'm pretty charitable with stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty out on this. I don't think it's a good game. I'm going to go so far as to say I don't even think the shooting's that good.
No, it's not.
And that is the problem is like it is the shooting feels fine.
I'd rather play Borderlands 4.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What? Oh, I would definitely rather play Borderlands 4 than this.
At least with this one, it's engaging my brain a little bit. I feel like Borderlands is kind of mindless, but I do think the shooting feels better in Borderlands. I will say that. I'm not saying that. I do think the gunplay feels better, which is a big factor. Yeah. Well, we're gonna give it one more college try, but unfortunate. I do personally think it is a shame that, like, I think if it had been shadow dropped, it would have gotten. I'm not saying that, like, it's only failing because, like, the world was kind of turned against it. The gamers was kind of felt like it had been turned against it.
Why?
But why what?
Why was it turned against it?
Because people just it closing the Game Awards is like the final game.
Yeah.
People were just like, that's what they're gonna choose to close the Game Awards with, and that's a fair thing when you just did Naughty Dog's next game last year as the closer, and people have expectations that fucking Half-Life 3 is gonna be announced, and they're like, okay. And it turns out that they didn't even buy their way into the show. Keighley really liked it and was like, I want it to close the Game Awards.
Oh, so the Keighley curse.
They were going to shadow drop the game like Apex.
So Keighley, the Keighley curse.
And he's been pushing. I think he's really embarrassed that he might have
fuck this game,
turned the industry against, because he's been trying to, like, be like, no, like, it's really good, and like sharing like previews and opinions that people are convinced that he's got a fucking stake in the
maybe he does.
Which, I mean, look, it's 100-person studio. Where is that money coming from? Like, I mean, I know Keighley cannot afford to entirely fund 100-person.
You know what?
studio.
I don't want him to get his hands on Walkabout Mini Golf at this point.
Oh man,
can't be having him ruin that game.
Can't be having
the Keighley curse on the old Walkabout Mini Golf.
There's this week's podcast episode.
I mean, there's been quite a few video games that I think have appeared at a Game Awards show and not come out at this point. So there might be a Keighley curse. I guess we'll see. We'll see how tainted it is.
You will.
Shame.
That's a shame.
Yeah. Well, we're going to play it again tonight, and then I think I'll probably end up uninstalling Highguard. But I'm happy to say goodbye.
Yeah.
That's sort of, you know.
Sure,
look,
sure.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah,
it is.
I beat Neo. Dude,
okay.
This was a great game. Good way to kick off the year for new games for me. I got to catch up. I want to play a bunch of different games this year. I'm going to try and play a lot more games. I thought I was going to maybe do a lot more reading again this year, and my focus is very difficult with the baby right now. She's just a lot more demanding with attention, so it's a lot harder to try and read anything, even with an audio. I was like, maybe let me try an audiobook on this, and like just stopping and starting constantly, and then I don't remember what happened, and then it just doesn't work right now. Whereas I can at least pause a game. You know, I can just pause it. I can just turn the screen on the Switch off and then pick it back up, and it's fine. So I think I'm just going to play more games this year. I want to focus on indies. And Neo was, again, very good. If you enjoyed the Prince of Persia game that we played, that Prince of Persia side-scroller, this reminds me of some of the platforming in that, but actually better. Okay, so here's the thing I want to say about this, because I do think if you look at this and you look at the character design and you watch a couple seconds of it in a trailer or something, it definitely feels more like a Hollow Knight-like. And again, as someone who is kind of put off by the known difficulty and length of that game, like a 80-ish hour game, like 60 to 80-ish, that I think could get people to be like, well, I already did Hollow Knight, or that game might not be for me. I would actually say that this, having completed it, feels a lot more like, oh crap, now the name escapes me. What was the one that was on Xbox with like the little white character?
Limbo?
No.
Ori?
Yes, Ori. It feels way more like Ori, this game. Partially because as much as like the boss fights, there were three boss fights that I would say I was like, all right, these are a little bit like some of these were like tough as nails, but I would say only three of them that I had to. It took me more than like 10 to 12. Like I would say it took me at least a dozen attempts on at least three of them to beat them. You really had to nail down their patterns to take them out, but no more than that. I'd say the most was like around a dozen attempts. There is kind of, in some ways, the game actually felt harder at the beginning when I didn't have as many options to like maneuver as far as like, the upgrades and things go. So like once you get pretty much all of the ways to traverse everywhere, which is around maybe halfway through the game, you've basically got all of the traversal mechanics unlocked. You actually, at that point, the game becomes much more of like a platformer. There were a lot of like really awesome platforming sections, like really challenging, to the fact that I realized like there was a long stretch where I just had no boss fights. And I thought like, oh, I felt like I wasn't making progress in the game, but I was actually unlocking a lot of stuff and making a ton of progress. But all of the challenges I was coming across, instead of fights, which is what the beginning was like, was now like the platforming was the fight. Like I was like, it was sort of like me versus the environment. Like getting to these areas was like a real, it was like a boss fight of platforming, because there was a lot of like management, because there are different traversal mechanics in this game. It's not necessarily all of the traditional ones. Usually in like a Metroidvania, if you think like an Ori, you'll get like a dash. This game doesn't actually like use that. It uses other mechanics. And to use anything other than like your double jump, you have sort of like an energy meter. And once you start using one of them, that energy meter just starts going down until you sit on the ground. But there are eventually ways to like refill your meter. So you just have to sort of like chain moves while you're platforming in a way that it's almost like you're fighting a boss. You have to like kind of nail everything very precisely. But it was so satisfying. So I would actually, the thing that like my biggest takeaway from this game, and it started out as a game that I'd say was like, it was okay at the beginning. It was good enough to keep going. And then I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then like as the game got on, it just got better and better and better, to the point where I was like, oh, I really like the story. I really like the environment, and I really like the music. But at the beginning, I think like the weakest part of this game is like the first hour, which is probably really unfortunate for the game.
I feel like we felt that way about Prince of Persia as well. I feel like when if I remember correctly, when we started it, we were all like, oh yeah, this game is pretty good. And then like the next week on the podcast, it was like, oh, this game fucking rules. I might be misremembering, but I remember feeling similarly. And that's the thing about Metroidvanias, right? Like they are designed to, like, the whole thing is like unraveling the puzzle of the world.
It's true. That's true.
So like they're inherently kind of designed to. You have to get into the flow, and once you get into
the flow,
the
handcuffs
finding
at the
next
beginning,
thing, 1000%. Yeah, you just fucking walking around. The
platform challenges in this were so good that like it really started elevating the game for me. This was a really good game. Like I definitely went from being like, it's good, to like, maybe I want to tell Tuna about this. And now that I finished it, I'd say over the weekend I played a lot, and I was like, fuck, I should have been pushing Tuna to play this one the whole time, because I got like, I was in all of like my favorite stuff at this point. And it was good. It's kind of like whenever you, like, Tom, imagine like you're playing like, one of those, my God, my brain. This is maybe why I said Epina, is because I've been drinking this huge glass of wine.
Epina?
And I haven't had dinner yet. So
Jesus
what did I eat today?
Christ.
I had a bagel today and a banana.
Oh my God.
So
I asked Therese if she wanted wine, and I misheard her. And she can't have wine right now, 'cause she's got a pump. And so I poured 2 glasses of wine.
Jesus Christ.
You know what? You know what is really funny?
What?
You know what's really funny is you mentioned breastfeeding while drunk. And that is a great segue, I think, into the movie TipToes.
Okay. Well, yeah. So she couldn't have it, so I'm having 2 glasses of wine. Which I'm now.
Let me get. All right, let's I
forgot we had it, so I'm glad you said that, Tom.
Yeah.
Because we should
get to TipToes.
Let's get to TipToes.
Let me stop sharing so Tom can. Go play Mio.
Go play it.
It's great. It's a great game to start the year off with. It was also, I don't know how long. I guess I could check. My guess is the time is wrong because the amount of times I left the game open and turned the TV off. My time is
Mm,
probably like, but I would say this game took me about like 12, 13 hours. I
okay.
got a lot of the collectibles too.
Oh, gotta love collectibles.
Alex, did you watch this?
What? I've seen the trailer before.
No, the movie.
No, I didn't watch it.
Oh, you should have watched.
Oh my god.
Or maybe you come later. This is sort of like your own
Well,
personal like how did this get made?
This is gonna be the abridged version of watching this film. This is the movie TipToes, released in 2003, which feels far too late to be releasing a movie like this. But my thesis for this film is that it is a movie designed by AI 20 plus years before.
Oh my God,
Because
Tom, that's actually a very good description.
What's the prompt?
The prompt is make a romance movie that's about little people, and there's a famous little, but the person who is playing the main guy has been nominated for an Academy Award. And Kate Beckinsale's in it, and that's about all that's prompted. And then so they make it about little people, but they accidentally cast Gary Oldman as the main one.
The brother of Matthew McConaughey.
The brother of Matthew McConaughey. The writing. You know what's really funny is watching it. Gary Oldman isn't the most offensive thing. It is the writing and dialogue, because it goes. I wish I wanted to get a script so I could pull like tons of quotes. There are a few floating on the internet that I will read out because it's absolutely insane. But some of the dialogue when people are talking back and forth, and we'll get to some of the scenes, literally like kind of makes no sense. Going like what they're saying, character motivations shift on a fucking dime. Like literally, Matthew McConaughey will be playing one character, and then the next scene he is a different character with different motivations. And like the dialogue between people just makes no. And honestly, that happens with Kate Beckinsale as well, who is doing some of the worst acting I've seen in a very long time.
Wow.
And it just
Katie
feels
back.
like, and the way it ends is like it doesn't have an ending. It's fucking crazy.
Tom, can I tell you something about this film that I read up about? Because I was like trying to remember, like, oh, is this? Because there's part of me, I think that this movie was also partially made by like there was like a consortium of like little people actors.
Yes, and I think that is. I don't think that there is like inherent. It starts out so well intentioned.
Well, okay, no, but so a thing happened though where the director seemingly really changed the feel of the movie in the edit, and it was not intended to be a rom-com, and it was like a romance film, and it was supposed to be much more of a like silly and like maybe edgier, like this is the way it's being described movie. In fact, apparently Jeff Bridges was originally involved.
Oh my god!
On like the original script, and was going to play the McConaughey role, but then that didn't end up transpiring.
Jeff Bridges was going to play. Oh my god, that would have been hilarious. Anyway, so the way that last time we did this, I did it with The Wizard, which was just streaming on YouTube. So I was able to screenshot it and just have the screens. So this I had to watch on Tubi, which I couldn't do screen capture for. So I just took photos of my iPad that I was watching it on.
I mean, it's great.
So this movie starts out with Gary Oldman in this like bike, and he is clearly just a fully grown, not suffering from dwarfism person. At all times in this film, do you ever think?
But they did give him something under his jacket so that you could tell like his back is like he has like a spinal issue.
He also has like a humpback, and they're using it to try and mask the fact that he has regular length arms, and they don't really ever describe they
They
mentioned
make this fucking movie.
dude.
You wouldn't know at the beginning that he's supposed to be a little person. It just looks like Gary Oldman.
He looks like Gary Oldman, but they squished his head into his body, like they pressed down on it so his shoulders are super high. Otherwise, it's just Gary Oldman. Okay, then he's driving, and he's driving along the highway in his thing. Sorry, this is okay. Yeah, this was the next screen. So then we cut to Kate Beckinsale, and Kate Beckinsale is somehow a painter that's making a ton of money and is paying the bills with her painting, despite the fact that her art looks like this, and the fact that when they cut to her like painting, she is just dabbing, like she's just stabbing the paintbrush on the fucking canvas or whatever.
That's
like
not how you paint.
There's no paint on it. She's just like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey walks in and he's like, hey, baby. And it's unclear as to like what level of their relationship is until quite a way part through the film. But these people are actually getting married. At no point is that clear in the beginning. I just thought they were two people fucking. He's like, I gotta go, especially because the fact that he has kept his whole life a secret from her. Anyway, so he's like, I gotta go to this family thing. And she's like, okay, it's not weird that you won't tell me anything about your family, husband to be. So, and then she's like, I'm gonna also like try and suck your dick before you leave. And that's what we're seeing here. She tries to go unbuckle his pants, and he's like, no, I gotta go, blah, 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 blah. All right, the next thing. They actually hired a famous little person in this movie. Peter Dinklage is in this film. But he can't play the main little person. He has to play the little person's best friend, who's a French Marxist. And here in this screen, you can see it doesn't help.
I forgot that he was French.
Placing Gary Oldman next to actual little people, because it just looks like Gary Oldman kneeling down next to Peter Dinklage, because Peter Dinklage tried to take a piss, and as you can see, his arms are proportionate to his body.
This is ridiculous.
This is why I told you to watch it.
Tuna,
ridiculous.
We haven't even.
Oh my god, this is so ridiculous.
You
Oh my god.
All right. So he's also driving his own thing, and they're driving down the highway. Then Gary Oldman sees Patricia Arquette hanging by the side of the road. Patricia Arquette is in this film, and Peter Dinklage picks her up. Okay? She's just traveling, freewheeling, free dealing. She gets on the back of the bike. Okay?
What?
I'm so glad I didn't have you do Borderlands 4 and I made you watch this.
Whoops! What's
Alex, there's a reality in which I had him do Borderlands 4, and we are just in pain with boredom right now.
All right. So the family event that Matthew McConaughey has to go to, okay?
Yeah.
The family event that he won't tell his wife what it is.
Yeah.
Is like a fundraiser for Little People's Defense League. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So he is one of the very few people. It's weird. There's a line of he is this child of two parents with dwarfism, and all of his siblings, including Gary Oldman, who we learn is his twin. It's not revealed at this point. Okay.
Yeah.
It's his brother. Okay. So he's at this charity event.
Has Peter Dinklage been asked about this movie ever?
I'm sure.
Oh, I gotta hear what he has to say.
Here's the thing. So the guy on the left here is
Smeagol.
Oh my God, no. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
That's so canceled, dude.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, that's so fucking canceled for that. Oh my god. No. Oh man.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm
No.
literally crying.
The actor played the arm in Twin Peaks
Okay.
in the famous scene with the little person dancing in that show. That's that guy. He plays Matthew McConaughey's dad. And the guy that's sitting next to him is his uncle. Matthew McConaughey's uncle. All right, Matthew McConaughey is outside. He just goes outside, and
He does kind of look like Andy Serkis, though.
oh my god, Matthew McConaughey goes outside, and Rolf rolls up, and Matthew
Who's
McConaughey, Gary Oldman's character is Rolf. Steven is the name of Matthew McConaughey's
Wait,
character.
so, what? They went with Steven and then Rolf.
Yeah, Steven and Rolf, and they're twins.
Why did they go with? What are you talking about? Just imagine for a second, right? They switched the names, right? And then Gary, Steven, and McConaughey, Rolf. Oh my god!
Let's give him the name of a Muppet. Oh,
Fucking movie.
God. All right. We've got a lot. There's a lot of movie left, even though it's 90 minutes. There's a lot of movie left. So
You're at the beginning of this movie.
Yeah,
Oh my
nothing
God.
has happened yet, and nothing really kind of happens during the whole film. So Matthew McConaughey just walks out as Rolf pulls up. He just happens to see him, and at no point do they introduce each other as brothers. We still don't know what these people's relationships are.
Yeah.
And Rolf has just missed the conference that he's in town for. And he's like, I'm just gonna go to a motel. Like, he's like a traveling, I don't understand what his world is. But he's shown up, he's missed the conference, and Matthew McConaughey is like, okay. He's like, can we get a drink after? He's like, no, we're gonna go to a motel. And he's like, I can't see you tomorrow. It's really confusing. Okay. Oh, and there are shots where this is Gary Oldman, and they have rotoscoped out his legs. He's kneeling. By the way, people with dwarfism, they have knees. They don't just have the top bit of the leg, because it's very clear when Gary Oldman walks around that his character doesn't have knees. And so sometimes there are shots where they've rotoscoped the legs out. You can see it, and they've just put fake shoes on.
Oh my god! Wow.
Okay, please tell me you have a screenshot of the couch.
Wait, you could also
Yes, I have
you could also
multiple
tell
screenshots, because they
You
do
could-
that
you could-
numerous
you
times.
could also tell too, because the jeans, the pocket is fucking huge.
Yeah,
It's
like the pocket is down to like where his foot is. It's crazy. All right, okay. Then Matthew McConaughey comes home. Then
What the fuck are you fucking kidding?
Matthew McConaughey comes home to Kate Beckinsale. He's in the tiniest whiteies. He is in peak physical condition. This is
outrageous.
Matthew McConaughey.
That is outrageous.
He comes home. He
That
comes
is outrageous.
into bed with Kate Beckinsale, who's I forget her character's name, but he comes into bed with Kate, and she is like, how is your thing that you won't tell me about that has to do with your family, but you're keeping secrets from me, and we're getting married? And he's like, yeah, it was good. Doesn't give her anything else.
Okay.
And then she turns to him and she just goes, I think I might be pregnant. She hasn't taken a test. She just drops that in front of him. And he is like, oh no. Whoa, like, we should have planned for this. He's like, I'm kind of not thrilled about an unwanted pregnancy. And she is like, I thought this is what you wanted. And he's like, I didn't. He's like, yeah, but like down the line, like bop, bop, bop. And so that's that. All right. Then, okay, Rolf and Peter Dinklage, whose character is like Maurice. Yeah, Maurice. He's French. He's playing a French guy. Accent's terrible. He and Peter Dinklage roll in. He's got Patricia Arquette, Peter the Dink. And if you're thinking, is this the motel from Christopher Nolan's Memento? It is the motel from Christopher Nolan's Memento. You're right. And so they're looking for a room. They can only get one room, and they try and work in this bit where Peter Dinklage and Patricia Arquette are starting to make out, and he has a hernia. And I don't know how scientifically accurate this is. I'm assuming so.
You've had one, Alex.
I've had two. Yeah.
But Gary Oldman, she tries to like not break his back, but do that thing where you just like crack someone's back, and they add like the most outrageous cracking down side effect. And he's like, I need to go to the bathroom or whatever. And Gary Oldman explains, he's like, people that with dwarfism like suffer because their organs are not the right size. They constantly have hernias. Like, it's a constant problem. I don't know how accurate that information is. So
that does not look good.
So they this is what happens. Gary Oldman tries to call a doctor.
What?
Because he's suffering from like the hernia or whatever. Gary Oldman tries to call the doctor.
Oh, I thought you said kill.
Sorry, call the doctor.
Yeah.
And Peter Dinklage is like, no, I don't do doctors. Like, fuck that. Like, whatever. So he starts throwing he starts throwing the like liquor bottles or whatever, like the hotel liquor bottles at him. And Gary Oldman's like, fuck it, I'm out of here. Okay. Yeah. So Gary Oldman, who here they have also rotoscoped out his legs that are dragging behind him.
This is unbelievable.
And he walks to the door of a apartment. Rolf, sorry. And Rolf,
here we go.
Yep, I wanted to get another shot to try and show the
God.
legs being cut out. Oh, there we go. That's his. Those are his shoes, and then you can see they've just like doubled up on the background.
They have,
like, where his legs are.
Yeah.
Okay, this is I forget this character's name, but it's basically his ex-girlfriend, who may or may not be a prostitute. It's very unclear. But this is his ex-girlfriend. And she has this guy she says is staying over, and she lets him fuck her. And by the way, they're using like, this is an R-rated film. Like, it's very bizarre.
You can't watch this with Avery.
It's very very bizarre.
Okay.
So he comes here because he's like, maybe she'll let me crash here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy comes back, and he is like this Russian, just like terrible Russian actor, and she is like, yo, you gotta leave, bop, bop, bop. And he catches Gary Oldman's character in the bedroom. Oh yeah, and he like plays with the tits. That was weird. He finds Gary he finds Gary Oldman.
I can't believe if this was made today. Holy shit!
It's I cannot believe that they got away with it in 2003, and like everyone amnesia'd this film until like the last couple of years
because no one saw it, Tom.
No one saw it.
No one saw it, and Twitter didn't exist.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So this Russian guy is like, I'm gonna kill you. And you know what's really funny is anytime they cut away, like. So Gary Oldman tries to run away, and then the guy like lunges on him, and then we have this shot where he pulls him back, like he gets through the door into the hallway, and then he pulls him back in. But the funny thing is I'm not saying there was an illusion before, But when it's not, when he's doing this, he doesn't have to, he's not faking dwarfism because it's just his top half. So he's just trying to, like a regular human, not a, you know what I mean? Like a full-bodied human. And so the illusion is completely destroyed when he's trying to claw his way back out to prevent himself getting drawn back into the room. And it is just Gary Oldman on the ground. And at no point do you look at him and be like, oh, there's something going on there.
Yeah, that's just a full-size man.
It's just a full-sized man. It was really bizarre to watch. So he's trying to escape.
Is something else.
He tries to escape. And the guy, and then Missy, or his ex's name, smashes a boombox over their head, the guy's head. So then we cut back to Kate Beckinsale. She takes a pregnancy test, and it turns out she is pregnant. Okay, again, I want to remind you that Matthew McConaughey's character, Steven, who she is marrying, has not told her a single thing about his family.
Right. Yeah, that he's a twin brother.
That he's a twin
little
brother.
person.
And so she discovers that. Matthew McConaughey is a former Navy guy, and he's training firefighters. And he's away for the week to do this. I don't really know why he's away. Because he can just come and get, I guess they station away or something. I don't really understand. But he's berating this dude. They're doing this test where it's them trying to pour dirt on a fire. And the guy is like shitting the bed. And Matthew McConaughey is just fucking yelling at him like he's in the army. And people are like, yo, dude, what the fuck? And then it cuts away from that. And Gary Oldman knocks on Kate Beckinsale's door, and her and Steven live in this like warehouse apartment.
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Retrofitted to like their home is just in this big warehouse. And Gary Oldman shows up and he's like, "Hi, is Steven around?"
Weirdly, I know a couple artists, and I know one that's like specifically like they will buy like industrial warehouses and stuff, and that can be zoned for also a living space, and they'll like put up a living space within it so that they have like a studio basically.
They have it's a sick apartment. Like I'd be totally down for this, but it's just somehow her artist salary has paid for this.
Sure.
Despite her being like, anyway, so
Nepo baby.
Also, I want to put out, probably, and also Matthew McConaughey, well, he's a I don't know. I also want to point out, we're going to see Kate Beckinsale in a lot of different outfits, and progressively more and more she's going to dress the way that like fucking Padme dresses in the prequel movies. Her hair,
no way.
The outfits that she's wearing feel like, again, like AI. Just like
it really does feel like an AI movie top.
People, how this is how people dressed at this time. She is wearing like a bikini top over, and there's a netted, like a see-through shirt over top, and she's wearing like these Skull and Bones PJ pants. Anyway, Rolf is at the door, and he's like, "Hey, is Steven here?" And she is like, "No, he's not here. He's gone for the week. Why he's gone for the week, I don't know." And she's like, do you know him? And he's like, "Oh, he's my brother. He's my twin, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "Oh, okay, come in." And and they have a conversation, and she's like, "What happened to you? Your face is all messed up." And he blames the woman he was trying to see. He's like, "Oh, a woman tried to have me killed last night," which is not how that played out at all. In fact, she saved your life. But they're chatting, and she's kind of putting two and two together now that, like, she's like, "Are you blood relatives?" And he's like, "Yeah, you could say that, we're twins." And she's like, "Oh, okay. I don't think she explains to him that she might be pregnant at this time. But she also explains, like, "Hey, I'm meant to be marrying your brother." And he's like, "He didn't tell me. And the movie never sets up that they're estranged or anything. They seem to have a good relationship and with their parents and stuff, and like they all live kind of around here.
He just hides his entire family from her.
It's so bizarre, but they live around the corner. It's so weird.
Tom, this is like the people, right? You hear about this guy like, oh, he has a secret family that had no idea. They just thought he was like on work trips a lot. And
but it usually means that he's got knocked someone else up, and then but it's his parents. Anyway, so Matthew McConaughey is here. Gary Oldman's here, and he's like, yeah, I'm pretty beat. Oh, and then yes, he takes he sits down on the couch.
Oh my!
He sits down
God.
on the couch, and then he like falls asleep.
Those are the most Muppet ass legs I've ever seen.
As you can tell, his body is clearly just embedded in the couch, and they put like a little dummy body over top to sell the illusion. They do this multiple times in the movie. This is one
amazing.
And it never gets old, Tom.
So Kate Beckinsale is like, oh, he fell asleep. And then, and then we, for some reason, cut back to Patricia Arquette and Peter Dinklage's character, and they've overslept. They're meant to check out at noon, but it's 3 p.m., so the fucking guy in the motel.
Do you think Peter Dinklage actually has that tattoo?
No, those are clearly, like, you can see in the film, that clearly like just stick-ons or
Sharpie.
So Peter Dinklage he just whips out a pistol.
Wow.
Oh, whoops. He just whips out a pistol here. And he's just like gonna shoot he's ready to shoot the guy, but then Patricia Arquette, the manager of the motel who's banging on the door, but Patricia Arquette just runs out there and wails on him instead. Okay, here we go. For some reason, in the middle of Los Angeles, clearly like in the spring maybe, Kate Beckinsale shows up to Matthew McConaughey's place of work in this hat, this kind of wintry hat. I don't know why they put this on her, but again,
this is like the most Jack Skellington ass hat I've ever seen.
It's so bizarre. And she confronts him, and it's important to note in the confrontation. Oh no, okay, I didn't get a picture of it. She confronts him about the fact that he's hidden his family, and that and also it's Rolf confirms, he's like, yeah, it's not just me, like my parents. He's the only person in the family who doesn't have dwarfism. Although later on, Matthew McConaughey yells, he's a dwarf, I'm a dwarf. So I don't know if you're the child of a...
And when it comes out, Alex, it sounds nasty.
It's
the way he says it is.
Yeah. It's so bizarre. Anyway, so she confronts him. She's like, why didn't you tell me? And if you say something
racist or not good in a movie, can you get away with the excuse I was just following the director's orders?
I don't know, Alex. What do you think Robert Downey Jr. thinks after Tropic Thunder?
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe the old I was just following orders shtick.
I would say that Robert Downey Jr. having a blackface character in 2008
with Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
So Matthew McConaughey is she keeps calling them. She keeps saying midget, and Matthew McConaughey goes, They're dwarves, not midgets. And I want to play some dialogue for you real quick, because I did record this part. Okay. Okay. More scenes of them. More scenes of them doing that, and then here. You ready?
Definitely.
Yeah, right. I'm ready.
I mean, did you think I'd just walk away?
Look, Karen, you keep saying midget, you're gonna piss a whole bunch of people off.
Okay. No, I really don't care about that stuff, okay? Would it really be that big of a deal if our kid was a dwarf?
Jesus Christ.
So what happened there?
The acting is actually like really bad.
And it's bad. It's
like
bad.
It's bad. Like Kate's terrible.
It's bad.
I mean, Alex, the material that they have to work with. Also, I mean, not that Kate Beckinsale is like a great actress or anything, but like,
Yeah.
It's really bad. So what she said there,
Mm-hmm.
she keeps calling them midgets, and he is like, "Hey, if you keep calling them midgets, you're gonna piss someone off."
Yeah.
And she says, "You know, I don't." She's like, "You know, I really don't care about that sort of thing." And he's like, "Okay," which is like, "What?" And then she goes, "But would it really be that bad if our son was a dwarf?" And she calls him a dwarf. Like, do you see what
she
I mean? Where
corrects,
the
yeah.
dialogue doesn't
Yeah.
connect at all.
Well,
It doesn't
also,
make
Tom,
any sense.
it's like he's correcting her on the wordage that she's using, where she's like, who cares about the term I'm using? You just care about their existence, period, as like being like she's like, I'm
Hmm.
fine with it. You're the one that has a problem. Don't make it about
Mm-hmm.
me and the word
And
I'm saying.
that's the other weird inconsistency with the film as well, of like how Matthew McConaughey feels about his parents being little people. Anyway, so it's just really, really weird dialogue, and she's like, yeah, like we might. She's like, is it there a chance that our kid could have it? And he's like, yeah, there's a high chance. Also, they do this in front of all of the cadets that he's training. Like, they're all just sitting in a circle watching them do this. It's so bizarre. And then she just walks off into the woods. It's really weird. All right, the next scene is Peter Dinklage and Patricia Arquette making out in a park.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Then
There he is.
There he is, Gary. He's making a phone call. He's making a phone call to either his ex or yeah, I think he's like yelling at his ex or whatever. And Kate Beckinsale comes in. Kate Beckinsale basically is like, I'm about to have a kid. Like, and Gary Oldman's like, oh, we know people who can maybe check and see if it's going to have dwarfism or whatever. They have a conversation on the couch. Here are the legs again.
Wow, it's really bad.
Bring those.
That is really bad. Look, it looks like it's
very
stuffed
clear.
with straw.
Like, it's
Yes,
very clear they
yes.
filmed all these scenes one right after the other.
Yeah, like he's got like no stomach. He's just
He's sunken. I mean, this looks horrible.
And when he has to get on the couch, he just kind of has to flop because remember,
it just falls back into it.
His character doesn't have knees, so he has to kind of flop onto it.
That bent leg just literally looks like a scarecrow leg.
It
like
does.
That is unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
That is
they're having
bad.
A conversation. She's concerned about their child's health. Okay,
what
so
is
here
this
we go. Yeah, well, here's the Padme of it all. We're starting to see. So she takes him to meet with, I think, his parents might be there, and then like their uncle who he fought on the first scene. He might be a doctor or something. Yeah. And basically, she says something really offensive in the scene, and like she has a breakdown and she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I must be coming off terribly, and she's like starting to realize that little people are people too.
Jesus
so there
Christ.
You go. Then she calls up Matthew McConaughey, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And he is answering the phone. Do I have a shot of him answering the phone? He's just standing in the middle of a field where it's dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's his
looks
shot
like Patricia
on the phone
Arquette
call.
coming up.
It's not Patricia Arquette. It's one of his cadets.
It looks like Patricia Arquette in Severance.
In Severance, yeah, it does. But so I just want you to understand. They're having a conversation about. She's calling him and saying like, "Oh, like Rolf and I went to a specialist." Blah blah blah. His shot is him just standing in this field in the dark. Her shot is like this sensual, super close-up shot of her lips, and it's really bizarre because you would only use a shot like this for like a femme fatale character who's like being suspicious and like trying to seduce someone. For some reason, they're talking about like they're having this whole conversation about like will our baby have dwarfism or not, and this is the shot they went with, and I don't get it. Anyway, she says that there's this actor or someone who was at the doing a talk at the charity. He's having a party the next night. We got to go. You want to go to a party? And he's like, yep, I'll see you there. His cadet walks out from the shadows and he just turns to her and goes, want to go to a party? So he invites his cadets for some reason.
You could skip forward to the major beats. I appreciate that you went literally scene by scene, but you could skip forward a bit.
Oh, look at the Star Wars. Look at the Star Wars hair.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're right.
Padme, Kate Beckinsale is at the party. There's a ton of little people
Christ,
here.
You're totally right about her hair.
She just Padme's it for the rest of the film,
totally
dude.
Right.
And she always has like a choker and stuff. Anyway, so it's literally like the costume designer saw Attack of the Clones right before making this film.
Right.
And was like, or they hired the same person. So
Yeah.
they're at this party.
Maybe
There's
they
little
did.
people everywhere. Kate Beckinsale looks like Padme. This and then Matthew McConaughey is like, here are my cadets, and here they are for some reason. It's we don't see these characters again. Okay, Gary Oldman's there with his girlfriend, so he is now kind of seeing his this woman. This is the same woman as before. Kate Beckinsale, Matthew McConaughey are there. Peter Dinklage and Patricia Arquette show up, and Peter Dinklage is a Marxist, so he's like shitting on the hosts for how bourgeois they are. He gets kicked out of the party. He and Rolf have this is who he's fighting with.
That actress was in Seinfeld. She was the one.
Yeah.
When they were filming that episode that needed Mickey.
Yeah.
And then he was wearing the lifted shoes and she got all pissed because.
Oh, yes.
That's her.
That's right. So Rolf is like kind of pissed off and steamy because of Peter Dinklage. And he's also pissed off at Matthew McConaughey because Matthew McConaughey just pretended he didn't exist to his wife for no reason. So then Gary Oldman's like, I'm just going to leave. He walks around. Then he finds his girlfriend getting, like, screwing over on the left side of the frame, the host of the party. And they pretend.
Wait, in front of everyone like this?
Yeah,
this looks like they're in front of, like, the whole party.
No one saw this until Gary Oldman walked in and, like, turned the light on. But they're doing it right here in front of double doors. There's like 100 people outside.
Right.
Okay, so Kate Beckinsale, and if you're thinking to yourself, is this the house?
Kate Beckinsale looks like she should be in the Spice Girls.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
This is if you were thinking, is this the house from the movie The Nice Guys? I don't think it is, but it looks like it. Matthew McConaughey is there with Kate Beckinsale as Rolf is gonna take a cab home or whatever. And he has a chat with his brother. I forget what happens there. They have a chat in bed. This is the scene where he lets in a little bit on... I'm going to read this to you. Okay? This is the scene where he opens out about his past. He opens out about Rolf's past. Apparently him and the woman that Rolf is seeing who keeps cheating on him dating in high school. Kate Beckinsale's character is called Carol. Says, have you ever been involved with a little person sexually?
Okay.
Steven says, no, just kid stuff, you know. All the kids would come over, we'd sit in a circle, play doctor, and that kind of thing. Couldn't have been more than 10 or 12, so that doesn't really count. Carol says,
what?
So you had a circle jerk with a bunch of little people. I would have loved to have seen that. And Steven goes, you would like to see that. And she says, I would. At which point, Matthew McConaughey leans in for a kiss.
That's weird.
And he clasps her. You see that? He clasps her whole head.
Yeah.
She's a melon that he's going to squeeze. And he's giving her CPR. And he's going to eat her face. It's so bizarre. Then Kate Beckinsale is over. Oh, Matthew McConaughey and his family are going to meet Kate Beckinsale's parents. And here we go. They're at Matthew McConaughey's parents' house. The parents show up, and they're kind of startled from the jump. The mother, for some reason, is like, she's like, we have a personal thing that we'd like to bring up, and they think they're going to talk about how awkward how they're concerned for the baby's health, but no, they just want to make sure they have a Jewish wedding.
Oh,
and they all have a laugh about that. So they get married, okay, and then that is just Gary Oldman sitting down in a chair. That's all that is. because again, the illusion of him
Oh.
being a dwarf is completely ruined when you just have a shot of Gary Oldman sitting in a chair.
Sitting in the chair. Yeah.
So he's there.
What the fuck?
So this is where things get kind
The
of
fuck?
weird.
Oh yeah.
Kate
This is where we
Beckinsale-
start to get weird.
Kate Beckinsale, her and Steven are about to drive off for their honeymoon or whatever.
Mhm.
And Kate Beckinsale just sees Rolf walking around the premises, and she's like, hang on, let me just go say bye to Rolf. She gives him a full-on mouth kiss and like says something to, like, thanks him and is like, you're a wonderful person, Rolf, or whatever, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Then it cuts to them with the baby, and
Oh,
they're
I
having
thought
the
this
baby.
was the end of the movie.
Oh no!
Oh, the doctor's a
That's,
little
that's,
person.
that was why I was like, we should try and speed up a little bit.
Well, we're nearing the end. I don't.
No. I know we're nearing the end. I know.
Every part of this movie is preposterous. I don't know what I would pick and choose from this movie.
I know.
So
I know.
the doctor comes
You're
in,
right.
who is also a little person. I don't know why. I think it's because he specializes in like little people births, but like, does he have to be a little person too? Anyway, he informs them that like they're gonna have to. The kid has to be on like take a cocktail of medications, and Matthew McConaughey loses his shit. He punches a wall. He fucking goes ape shit. He looks like he's on the verge of. He looks white as a ghost. And Kate Beckinsale's like, "Get your fucking shit together, Matthew."
It's like it looks like roid rage. Like he loses his fucking mind.
He goes nuts. And then they cut to them being at the home, and Kate Beckinsale has what is clearly just a toy doll, and it's screaming. And Matthew McConaughey is like, this is like, I don't know. I don't understand. But basically, he is like, oh, it's like, I don't know what his point is. That this kid is suffering, and like, he basically is like, fuck this, kind of, okay? And and he's like, maybe we need to be separated in order for what's best for him. For Vincent is his son's name. So, cut to Gary Oldman, and Pete, for some reason, has bought a cabin in the woods. He just basically says, like at the wedding scene, when he says bye to Kate Beckinsale, she's like, "What are you gonna get up to next?" And he's like, "Oh, I might buy a cabin in the woods and do some writing." Anyway, so he lives at a cabin in the woods. Peter Dinklage and
Must be nice.
Patricia Arquette are living there as well in the hot tub. And basically, Kate Beckinsale rolls up with the baby, who is just like, that just seem to be, as time passes on, they just seem to be lengthening the shape of a baby, but it's still clearly like a baby doll to make it seem like time is passing. And she shows up and she's like, yo, me and Steven separated, and blah, 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 blah. She's living there. They're having conversations. I forget what happened. Oh, the reason I took this photo is, I don't know if you can actually see it here, but you can clearly see like his legs through the table when they're like sitting here. Yeah.
Also, by the way, can you go back?
Yeah.
This like seat, this like sort of high chair seat, that is something that you can't put a kid in until they're like at least 5 or 6 months old. And that baby is clearly supposed to be like a month or two.
So Matthew McConaughey has a line where he says it's been 10 months.
Well,
So
I'll tell you right now, you don't wrap your kid up like that and carry
No.
them around at 10 months. They're
No,
also
you do not.
much bigger, because my kid's 6 months old and is way bigger than that baby.
Yeah, that's why I say they keep just making it
Like,
longer.
we just got a high chair, you know? Like,
They just make clearly a baby, and they're just like, okay, just make it look like it's taller.
like, this looks like a 2-month-old baby that she's holding.
It's so bizarre. So, so yeah, you can see his legs. She starts breastfeeding the kid. Patricia Arquette and Peter Dinklage
Not drinking wine.
are having. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. That's what I was bringing up with the wine. There's literally a line here where she whips it out and she starts breastfeeding the kid.
Sure.
Peter Dinklage goes, "Haven't you been drinking?" And she goes, yeah, but I'm not drunk. Or maybe I am. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? So that happens. Then she's sleeping. The baby starts crying.
Jesus Christ.
Gary Oldman goes up to check on the baby and take care of him. And Kate Beckinsale comes down. She thanks him. Then Matthew McConaughey rolls up. And he's like, I'm really working on myself. And Kate Beckinsale is like, no, I don't think we should get back together. And Matthew McConaughey just kind of is like, okay. And he says to Rolf, he talks to Rolf and he's like, love my son. And then Matthew McConaughey leaves. And then Kate Beckinsale and Gary Oldman are sitting outside doing s'mores or whatever. And she turns to him and she's like, you know, it's okay to kiss me. And then they kiss, and that's the final shot of the film. And that's the end of the movie.
Tom, what would you rate this
literally
film?
the final shot of the film.
Wait, so Steven is just out because his son was...
Yeah, and
wow.
Party time, Steven.
And for some reason...
What a dick.
Kate Beckinsale... shacking up with Gary Oldman fixes all of her problems. I just don't. Yeah, and so that is the 2003 movie TipToes, and I really wish I had more quotes and stuff because the only one that people have is the circle jerk line, because some of the dialogue is just
it's horrendous,
unbelievable.
Yeah,
and it really feels like AI wrote it and doesn't understand.
Have you texted anyone, Tom,
or...
to see if you know anyone else that knew about this movie? Because I would be dying to talk to people about this.
I literally watched this like this afternoon because I wanted it to be fresh.
Yeah.
And so like it literally was this, and then I had like an hour or so to process.
Now you know I've never forgotten about this film after I saw it.
And
that's amazing.
It's just funny because it is like so offensive on so many levels that Gary Oldman playing a little person is like somewhere in the middle. Like honestly,
I mean, the fact that they have a good actor in Peter Dinklage who could have played the Gary Oldman role is outstanding.
It is really bizarre, and it was funny because I just thought he was going to be the only one, and then you watch the movie and you're like, oh no, like there's a ton, like why aren't any of the other little people that you're featuring in this film the lead? And they must have thought like, well, we've got to have someone who can win an Oscar, like we're not going to give it to Peter Dinklage or whatever. And it is so bizarre. How I think the movie is even more incoherent watching it than how I described it.
Yes.
Because there's literally a line of dialogue where Matthew McConaughey goes, he has dwarfism. He's like, you won't say it. It's been 10 months and you won't say it. He has dwarfism. He's a dwarf. I'm a dwarf. And then it fades to black. It's so fucking weird. It's so fucking bizarre. And it makes you think that it's just like a mistake of the simulation, man. It's fucking...
Oh my God.
It truly is like one of the wildest things I've ever watched in my life. Oh,
yeah. I think Tom should play us out.
What a film. Yeah, I feel like that was unintended to be half the episode, but I mean, I was literally crying laughing at several moments during that first
stage. Oh my God, that was so funny. So funny.
Oh my God. We have listener mail. We'll do it next week.
No, punt it.
Yeah.
Punt it.
Yeah. We gotta do that because we gotta go talk about fucking Hey Arnold now. Don't know how I'm gonna do that after that. I am Tom. Great work, truly. Very detailed,
unbelievable.
Great work.
What a
maybe
movie.
Alex will probably throw you a layup for the next
probably. Tom, you sum it up. No, let Tom do it.
All right.
Unranked. Go check out the show notes. Go into the Discord, join, have a chat. Let us know how you enjoy Highguard. Have you seen the movie TipToes? What is your favorite line? Because I'm telling you, I could have read the whole script out to you. Like it's bad shit. Anyway, that's that. This has been Unranked. So stay unranked.
Suck it.
Suck it.